Hello and welcome to GameRules.com. My name is Mark, and today I'm going to teach you how to play 5 Crowns. This is a progressive rummy game for 2 to 7 players, in which each round players will be dealt more cards. They'll have to make specific melds with the cards in their hand, and hopefully be the first to go out. Players will earn points for any cards that are left unmelded, and the player with the lowest score at the end of the game wins. There are a few more things going on with this game, so let's dive in and learn how to play. 5 Crowns has a 116 card deck that includes 5 suits, your 4 standard suits, and an added star suit. There are also 6 jokers in the deck. Each round you are trying to build your hand into sets, or what they call books in this game, or runs. Sets are 3 or more cards made up of the same rank. The suit does not matter, and in fact you may have 2 cards of the same suit in a set. You may also have as many wilds as you want in the set. Runs are 3 or more cards in sequential order in the same suit. Wilds may be used to complete a run, and the wild cards do not have to be the same suit as the rest of the run. You can have as many wild cards in the run as needed. For example, if you were playing the first round of the game, 3s would be wild, so this would be a run of 5, 6, 7. And of course, jokers are always wild, so here's an example of a 4-card run, 9, 10, Jack, Queen. Again, you can have as many wilds as you want in the run, and they can be beside each other, so it could go 9, wild, wild, Queen, for example. Set up the game by determining a dealer. We'll have our dealer here at the bottom of the screen. Give each player 3 cards for the first round, and after that, each round, the hand size will go up 1 card. So round 2 will have 4 cards, round 3 will have 5, and so on, with 13 cards being the final round. Also, each round, however many cards you are dealt, that is the card that is wild. So for that first round, we are dealt 3 cards, 3s are wild. The next round, 4s will be wild, and so on. Play begins with the player seated left of the dealer. The rest of the cards are placed face down to form the draw pile. Turn the top card over to begin the discard pile. The player seated left of the dealer gets to go first. Each player's turn will look the same. They will begin their turn by drawing a card from the top of the draw pile or from the top of the discard pile. After they have done that, they will discard 1 card to the discard pile. The only time a turn will be different is if a player has met the contract for the round. So for this first round of the game, a player will have to have a set of 3 cards or a run of 3 cards. Our first player here decides to draw from the top of the stock. They get an 8 of hearts. They will add that to their hand, and they will discard the king. As you'll see, this can be a very fast-paced game because our player here at the top of the screen is going to be able to go out. So they begin their turn by drawing the king of clubs. And now the rule is a little different for someone who's about to go out. Rather than simply discarding that queen of hearts, they must first place their completed hand down on the table. They've signaled that they've gone out by playing their 3 kings to the table, and then they end their turn by discarding. A player must always discard in order to go out, even if that card was playable in the melds. After a player has gone out, everybody else gets 1 more turn, and then the round will end. So our player here at the right side of the screen will get to take a turn, and they're going to go ahead and draw, hoping for a jack of hearts. They got a joker. So they will go ahead and lay down their run, 10, Jack, Queen, and they will discard as well. Our player here at the table is hoping for a spade close to 7 or a heart close to 10. So they'll go ahead and draw, and they didn't get what they needed. So they are going to go ahead and discard that 10 of hearts though. And our player on the left side of the screen gets 1 more turn. That 10 of hearts does not help them, so they're going to go ahead and draw. They got a 9. That is not helpful, but they will get rid of the queen. And that ends the round. Once a player goes out and everybody else takes their final turn, it's time to tally up the score. To determine your score for the round, Players will add up the value of the cards in their hand. All numbered cards are worth the value of the number on the card, with one exception. Whichever number card is wild will be worth far more points. Our jacks are worth 11, queens are worth 12, and kings are worth 13. All wild cards, both joker and whichever number is wild that round, are worth 50 points. In order to figure out your score, players will earn points for the cards that they were not able to meld. So our player at the top of the screen earned 0 points for the round. And our player on the right side of the screen also earned 0 points for the round. Our player at the bottom of the screen and player 1 on the left side of the screen earns points for all of the cards in their hand. Our player here at the bottom of the screen would have 65 points for the first round. Our player here on the left side of the screen would have 23 points for the round. After the score has been tallied, collect the cards, deal passes left, and the next round will be dealt with one more card. So we just finished round 1 with a 3-card deal. Round 2 has a 4-card deal, and so on, with the final round being a 13-card deal. At the end of that round, whoever has the lowest score wins the game. And that was how to play 5 crowns. As you can see, it's a pretty simple game. The only hiccup might be remembering what melds you need to do for each round. This is, of course, based on the traditional game 313, which is exactly the same, but it's played with a classic 4-suited 52-card deck, plus jokers. But if you're looking for a 5-suited game, which does affect card distribution and gameplay, and it makes it possible to play with 7 players, then 5 crowns is for you. That's all I have for you today. If you're interested in more card game tutorials, I've got a playlist for you. And if you'd like to support the channel, be sure to hit subscribe, ring the bell, give it a thumbs up if you found this video helpful. And of course, if you'd like to go the extra mile, leave a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, keep on playing.